No matter where you are, except for the black boxes, please show me whatever you want. I don't mind seeing your house, the road outside. Anything is okay, but except those black boxes. Thank you so much for coming to today's Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. We will start with prayers. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyadya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Anghum Nangayate Girim Yatprapatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Vishwaram Sri Gurum Dhiratarinam Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Yesterday, what we were discussing. Anyone remembers what was the discussion yesterday? Hint. 1, 2, 3. This is a clue I can give you. And with the help of this clue, you can tell me what we were discussing yesterday. I know you all know it. Okay, you're looking at your notes. Yes, 3 phases. The 3-phase realization of absolute truth. Yes, absolute truth is one. Tattva, we call it, right? So there is one tattva. Tattva is one, but it's realized in 3 phases depending on the knowledge and realization of the transcendentalist, of the spiritualist. Yes, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti Shabdate. Yes, you're all right. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti Shabdate. So this is Tattva. So now Bhagavatam defined. First of all, in the 10th shloka, Bhagavatam said, Jivasya Tattva Jignasa. If you are a living entity, you need to inquire about Tattva. Then Bhagavatam says for those people, oh, what is Tattva? Because Kali Yuga is age of dummies. Dummies don't know anything. So what is Tattva? Okay, so Tattva is defined. Tattva is realized in 3 cases. That non-dual substance, Advayam, that non-dual substance realized in 3 phases. All right. So now what is the next obvious question? What to do? Clear. What is it? Very clear. The obvious question is how to do. So how exactly do we realize this tattva? And that is something that is mentioned in the shloka number 12. So let's get into our discussion. So this is 1.12. Point 12. How to realize this absolute truth? Tat Shraddhadhana Munayo Jnana Vairaga Yuktaya Pashyanti Atmani Chatmanam Bhaktya Shrutagrihitaya. So let's see the word to word meaning. Okay, so that particular substance, that tattva, is realized by sages. Okay, sages. Can I see if there are any sages in the room? Any sages? Only if you all turn on the video, I'll get to see if you're a sage. The sage is not by attire, not by the hairstyle or the color of cloth you wear. That's not the sage. Who is a sage? Even Krishna talks about sage in Bhagavad Gita, right? 2nd chapter, 69th verse. Yanisha sarva bhutani tasyam jagriti samyam. Yasyam jagriti bhutani sanisha pashyato munehi. Right? Krishna talks about that introspective sage. So sage is a person who says no to sense gratification and yes to spiritual advancement. Such a person is a sage. When the materialist people, they are doing sense gratification, he is not doing that. And when he is doing spiritual realization, who is a materialist? Materialist is sleeping. This is Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, 69 sloka, which talks about who exactly is a sage. Yes, so sage is not by dress, it is by a person's activity, awareness, and absorption. The three A's. What acts you do makes you a sage. At least you're acting like a sage. Your awareness, why you do what you do. You may be doing other so-called materialistic things, but if you're aware, well, I'm doing it for self-realization. I'm doing it for Krishna's pleasure. You're a sage. Absorption in spiritual sadhana. So these things make one a sage. But what kind of a sage? Shraddha dhana munayu. Now here Shraddha usually refers to faith. But in this context, Shraddha dhana is actually inquisitive sage. We need to have spiritual inquiries because that's the purpose of human life. Our Vedanta Sutra starts with the statement, Athato Brahma Jijnasa. Therefore, inquire about the absolute truth. That's the beginning of knowledge. Vedanta Sutra, that's the beginning. Bhagavad, Vyasdev knows that these people, Kaliyug dummies, don't have time. They don't have time. They have to really skip, go directly to the conclusion. Therefore, inquire. But that's the duty of every person. Everyone who is having a human body is meant to inquire. So we need to have this inquisitive mindset in life. Keep inquiring. This inquiry is very important. What do you do when you meet Guru? Of course, taking Ashirwad is all right. Gurudev, blessings, please. Okay, that's fine. But what do you do? We inquire. We ask questions. If somebody says, I want to meet spiritual master, or I want to meet such and such a person, at least those guys who want to meet me, the first thing I ask is why they want to meet. And especially, I would really appreciate if people have their question ready. One, two, three. We want to inquire about this four. That gives really a lot of things. Then, when we see that the person who is there, who's inquiring, has come with a notebook and pen, very seriously trying to write down what is being spoken, that gives more relish. And then the speaker is willing to give out. Others people come, we find in this material world, people come ask the same question in different language with different grammars and different styles, same question they want to ask. And they don't apply anything. Hey, last time also you asked the same question. You are the one, right, who asked the same question? Yes. What did you do? Oh, no, I didn't apply. Then what is the use of your inquiry? So that is Shraddha Nana, inquisitive student. And this person, Yuktaya, he's equipped with Jnana and Vairagya. Forgive the spelling, my database is crashed. I need to reinstall it. So I had to copy this verse from online database, and some of the spelling errors are coming. So this person has Jnana and Vairagya. He has knowledge and he has detachment. So such a person, Pashyati Chatmani, Atmani Chatmani. So this person is able to see Atma and Paramatma. Choice and these two people. One is the small Atma, second is the capital Atma. Small letter Atma is the Jivatma, which is ourself. And the capital letter Atma is Paramatma. How? Bhaktya Shruta Grihitya. By the process of Shravanam. So one realizes the absolute truth with the process that we are doing right here, right now. So this is the process to realize the absolute truth. Shravanam. So that is what is emphasized in this. So you want to realize the absolute truth, we have to do Nityam Bhagavata Shrevya. This is Shruti. This Srimad Bhagavatam is also Shruti. Shruta Grihitya means absorbing the sound vibration. Grihitya. You absorb it. And when will you absorb something? when you have rapt attention. The rapt attention is very important. With rapt attention, then you absorb everything. Many times, how many of you seen or observed yourself? You've ended up asking a person 3-4 times that person's name. What is your name? What is your name? And that person is also annoyed. "Arey, how many times you're going to ask me? You asked me this so many times. Why? Because we were never attentive in the first place. When that person was speaking the name, we went, what is your name? We went somewhere else. We are not involved in that conversation. And that is why we ask. So personally, when some people, they say, Prabhu, you remember everyone's name. How come? Oh, that is because I listen. When the person is speaking, I don't go somewhere else. I listen and I ask. If I'm not clear with the name, I ask again. Is it pronounced like this? Is it spelled like this? Does it mean this? Involve. Then that kind of involvement that leads to retention. Information plus emotion is equal to memory. This is a scientific study. Any kind of information, if you're having an emotion associated with that, becomes a memory. Correct? Becomes a memory. So similarly, we need to have that emotion of devotion. That's why it's called Bhaktya Shruta Grihitya. That emotion of devotion is very important. At our stage, we may not be having that bhakti and that big emotion, but all we can do is let us at least know for sure that this particular activity, let's be just aware that this activity is the most important activity for me right now. I anyway have to go through this Bhagavatam class. So why not do it attentively? I anyway have to sit down and chant 16 rounds. It's anyway have to sit down for 2 hours. So why not do it my best? I anyway have to do this service. So why not do it the best? So that is our devotion. For us right now, practically our attention is our devotion. If we are attentively doing this, that's our devotion. Right? That is our devotion. So the purport is long. It might so happen that we will be doing this for like 2 sittings. It will definitely spill over to tomorrow. But let's keep progressing. Let's not worry about completion. Let's worry about absorption, understanding, yes, and getting the right essence. Process of hearing raises a neophyte to the Bhagavad platform. Yes, we are all neophytes right now. But what is going to help us become a Bhagavata? What is the meaning of Bhagavat? I've been telling you this. Bhagavat is somebody who is very intimately connected to Bhagavan. It's called a Bhagavat. And how do we build that intimate connection? Through the process of Shravana, hearing. That's how we build those connections. So this is the process of hearing that we are doing right now is something that is building our connection with Krishna. The absolute truth is realized in full by the process of devotional service to the Lord, Vasudev, or the personality of Godhead, who is the full-fledged absolute truth. Now, this is a very obvious statement. But the whole point is we can realize in full, no partial realization. We are directly aiming for Bhagavan realization. But Prabhu, why are we not interested in Brahman realization, Paramatma realization? So sometimes devotees ask, Prabhu, why Brahmachari? Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. You're supposed to go through all ashrams. No Brahmachari to direct sannyas. Yes, that's the Vedic way, going through the 4 varnas and ashram. But then we do quote, you go to 4th canto. Now I'm no Veda base, otherwise I have showed you. 4th canto, 8th chapter, 1st verse. Just go there and you have a list of all the children of Brahma who directly went from Brahmachari to sannyas. Or who remained Brahmacharis, Chirukumaras. They did not, they remained, they chose to be Naishtik Brahmacharis. So this is also a path. So I tell them because time is less. This is what I want to do. Less time. Hare Krishna. So similarly, time is very less in Kali Yuga, right? And we might get distracted here and there. So we directly go to Bhagwan realization. That is allowed. That is totally allowed. And even while going to bhakti, like going through Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagwaniti Shabdate is like walking the stairs. How many of you take stairs today? Okay, that for exercise cardio purposes, you might take stairs. But if you are living now, right now, I'm on 19th floor. Okay, what you will do? Of course, I can take stairs, but after some time you get pumped. Anybody? 19th floor, you will take stairs? Unless you really want to exercise. Yes. So we won't, right? We take an elevator. Correct. So Bhakti path is elevator path, express path. And first time I had come to the West, and I saw the lifts because in India the lifts are very slow. One, two. By the time I reach 19th floor, I can finish one round. Or at least memorize one shloka. I keep shlokas in my pockets. I can take out memorize one shloka. I've reached going down. I'll finish one more shloka. And people they stop also. The lift opens. Slowly it opens, slowly it closes. By the time you can finish. So where did you do your 16 rounds? Prabhuji in the lift. But on the other hand, you see here, lifts are very fast. Just pressed. Once I was going to floor number 35. Here only, I'm in Calgary right now, downtown area. It's going to 35th floor. I just pressed. Okay, I will at least complete 2 rounds. No, I couldn't even, before 2 mantras, the floor came. Oh, ding, 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 ding. I completed 2 Mahamantras, I was there. Oh, wow, so fast. That is the path of bhakti. So why I gave this example is because when you walk, you, you walk slowly. Brahmet, Paramatmit, Bhagavan. You reach the final place. But in Bhakti Express path, you automatically go beyond Brahman and Paramatma realization. That is automatically there. You don't even realize it, you get Brahma Paramatma realization. The path of elevation. Right? So you realize in full. So realizing Vasudev means, oh, it's like, for example, somebody who asks, okay, what degree you got? So I'm a PhD. So Prabhu, you did not do graduation? You didn't do post graduation? That is foolishness. Without doing graduation, post graduation, you cannot be PhD. So person who is PhD is automatically graduate and post graduate. Yes. A person who says, okay, what have you done? Oh, I have done. You have done PhD. Oh, you also done post graduation. Come on, that is automatic. That is implied. Person inquiring like this is ignorant, right? Brahman in his transcendental bodily effulgence and Paramatma in his partial representation. Okay. Brahman is bodily effulgence, Paramatma is partial representation. I think we saw this already yesterday. As such, Brahman or Paramatma realization of absolute truth is partial realization. Yes, this is the point. Bhagavan realization is full. This is partial. Okay. There are 4 types of human beings. Okay, let us see. The karmis, the jnanis, the yogis, and the devotees. As such, I just wanted to tell you all that karmi in Shastra is a very respectable word. In today's day and age, people do we use this word karmi? Oh, sometimes we say, are your neighbors devotees? No, Prabhu, they are karmis. Sometimes you even ask a devotee, Prabhu, is your spouse Krishna conscious? No, Prabhu, they are karmi. He or she is karmi. He say karmi. He says, are your parents devotees? No, they are karmis. Or sometimes even we devotees who are initiated. Right, you ask them. So, Prabhuji, you are initiated? Yes, I'm initiated. Now, this is my karmi name. My karmi name. So I never use this word karmi name. I use my legal name is Siddharth, or there is or Manjari Leela. Mataji is there. Legal name is Megha. Like that. Yes. That's a legal name. So sometimes this is my Karmi name. Please call me with my Karmi name when I'm here. Karmi name. But do you know what is Karmi? Karmi is a person who is performing karma kanda. Karmi clothes. Yes, Karmi clothes. This is nice. Good one. But you know what are Karmi clothes? Karmi clothes is traditional Vedic attire. Dhoti and uttari for Mataji's saris. That is traditional Vedic attire is called Karmi. That attire with which you will go to a Vedic sacrifice. That is called that karma kand yajna. How you will perform? That is called as. This is we can call it Western outfit. Even I was told when I had gone to Singapore. So there I was told you should come in Karmi clothes. What do you mean by Karmi clothes? Otherwise they'll deport you. They'll not allow you. Deported Prabhupada. They did not allow Prabhupada to enter. So what to do? So I wore one saffron t-shirt. I didn't have saffron pant. I wore some trousers and went. Immediately I was went to church feeling very uncomfortable. Change it immediately. Yes. So yes, there's no problem. But the point is, yeah, there is karmi clothes. We hear this. So karmi is a very respectable word in the Shastras. It means somebody who is performing the karma kanda sacrifice to get elevation to heavenly planets. Then what did Srila Prabhupada call the modern day materialistic people? You have any idea? The modern day materialistic people, Prabhupada called them cats and dogs. That's the word Prabhupada used. I would say words. That's what he used. He didn't use Karmi. Karmi is very respectable person. Please know this. Karmi is very respectable. Yeah. So Karmi is here referred to basically materialist in this case. Jnanis, yogis, and devotees. At least a human being is expected to be a Karmi. The Karmis are materialistic, whereas the other three are transcendentalist. Correct. We saw there are three types of transcendentalists. Okay. The first class transcendentalists are devotees who have realized the Supreme Person. Yes. The second class are those who have partially realized the plenary portion of Absolute Truth. So, devotees first class, yogis second class, jnanis third class, karmis fourth class. And the third class transcendentalists are those who have barely realized the spiritual focus of Absolute Platform. Yeah, they are not focused. Why they are not focused? What is the focus of the Gyanis? The focus of Gyanis is usually Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. They are frustrated. They're so damn frustrated with material. They do a lot of materialistic activity, dharma, artha, kama. They have done a lot of enjoyment. As a result of this, they are frustrated. Their enjoyment is suffering. They have realized enjoyment. So what to do? I want peace from this stuff. Their goal is peace. Here in Calgary, we go to a place for kirtans. They call it the Peace Bridge. So I told, let us all go and do kirtan and make this Prem Bridge. My peace. Peace is the goal of Gyanis. That is their focus. We'll make it Prem Bridge by Prem Sankirtan. So whenever we get an opportunity, we go here and do Prem Sankirtan. And we call it no Peace Bridge, Prem Bridge, Love Bridge. Yes. So they want Shanti, they want peace. And usually that's what most of the people are focused upon. You ask a person, why do you come to our ISKCON temple? They say, we feel very peaceful. We come for some peace of mind. We come so that all tension, the whole day, I'm in so much of tension. And I have so many activities. It's giving me headache. I'm having depression. I'm eating anti-depression pills. So, but weekend I come. I sit down in the temple. Have you seen some people? They come to temple. They sit down and they close instead of looking at the beauty of Lord. They close their eyes and they do breathing. You've seen that? Yeah. At least I see many people. They come there. And our reception team is very sharp. Yes, very sharp. They go there, they smile. Oh, very nice. What's your name? You're coming first time. Nicely. And they give a mala. Chant. Sit and chant. If you do this breathing, the Lord, they say, they preach very nicely, our devotees. They say you are breathing and you sit like this with closed eyes, you will only get peace for the moment. But you chant, even amidst misery, you will be peaceful. And those people are very convinced. Yes, yes, you're right. I want peace, eternal peace. Yes. Eternal peace, then you have to chant. Please, chanting is the key to that eternal peace. Yes. On the other hand, when a devotee grows in maturity, is he peace seeking? No, he's service seeking. Where is service? And service means anxiety. Many devotees, newcomer devotees, they come and tell Prabhuji, I was very peaceful as newcomer. Why? Because I only had to chant and take prasad. I grew up a little bit. Devotees gave me service and responsibility. Now there is so much anxiety. But that unless there is a tension, you don't have growth. Taking this responsibility for Krishna is going to give us growth. So growth is very important. Correct? Shanti. As stated in Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic literatures, the Supreme Person is realized by devotional service, which is backed by full knowledge and detachment from material association. Yes. So it is very important. One may say, oh, I will only do bhakti. Yes, that is, it's correct. But it is very important. Even Mahaprabhu says, who is a Vaishnava? Asat Sanga Tyag, a Vaishnavachar. The Asat Sanga has to be, the detachment should be from materialistic association. Asat Sanga Tyag. Even Rupa Goswami, he talks about in NOI, Nectar of Instruction. Even has to, who is a bhakti killer? Jana Sangha. Association with materialistic, mean-minded people is bhakti killer. It will destroy your bhakti. And what is the proper way to be enthusiastic? Sangatyagat. Sangatyagat is to give up attachment to materialistic items or materialistic ideology. So Jana Sangha is associating with mean-minded, materialistic, so-called old friends who will remind you of the old times and Maya, how we are in Maya. But Sangat Tyagat is to give up Instagram and all the social handles which we keep scrolling. That is Sangat Tyagat because that is an attachment. So both type, subtle and gross, we have to give up. Similarly, one has to get full knowledge. Full knowledge of what? Full knowledge. You just have to know about Krishna. Yasmin Vigyate Sarvameto Vigyata Bhavati. The Manduk Upanishad says you just know Krishna, you will know everything. So Krishna knowledge we need. And we need association of devotees, not materialistic association. We've already discussed the point that devotional service is followed by knowledge and detachment from material association. Yes, that's a fact. Which means this is Srimad Bhagavatam 127. This means you simply perform bhakti, you automatically get knowledge and detachment. It's a fact. But at our stage, initially we have to back up with knowledge and detachment. This is that will create a conducive environment for performing bhakti. But yes, naturally we do bhakti, you get more knowledge of Krishna and you develop natural detachment towards materialistic things. But at our stage, what we have to do, we have to practice knowledge, we have to practice detachment. I'll just give you an example. Now, there is a statement in Bhagavatam which says that Yasyasti Bhaktir Bhagavatya Kinchana Sarvair Gunes Tatra Samasate Sura. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 18th chapter, 12th verse. This says very clearly that anybody who performs bhakti, yes, the performer of bhakti will get or develop all good qualities, that of a demigod. Will get develop the qualities of demigod. But okay, now we are trying to practice bhakti. We are not bhakta, we are practicing devotees. Then what to do with the qualities? Yes, you have to practice good qualities also in your dealings. Doesn't mean that, oh, whenever I develop good qualities, that time let's see. Till then, I will keep doing nonsense. No. Just like we practice devotional service, we have to practice good qualities also. That is complete sadhana. Sadhana and sadachar always go hand in hand. Sadachar is what? Sadachar is practicing good qualities. Till the time we don't have it. Sadhana is practicing spiritual practice. Sadachar is good qualities. Both are required. We cannot do one without the other. As Brahman and Paramatma realization are imperfect realization of the absolute truth, so the means of realizing Brahman and Paramatma, that is the path of Jnana and Yoga, are also imperfect means of realizing the absolute truth. Yes. Why they are imperfect? Because they are not complete. This imperfection is because of incompleteness. Even in this world, you can say, imagine there is a very favorite dish of yours. Yes. You forget to add salt. What will happen? It's not, it, incompleteness means imperfection. It's imperfect. You will not like it. And suppose genuinely somebody asks, oh, kaisa bana hai? How is it? Are you liking it? There's no salt. You will give a feedback. There's no salt. So that incompleteness is imperfection. Correct. So similarly, here also you find that because of that incompleteness, because the path of jnana can make us realize only the sat feature of Lord. The path of yoga can make us realize the sat and chit feature of Lord. But only the path of bhakti can make us realize sat, chit, and anand, the feature of Lord. Devotional service, which is based on the foreground of full knowledge combined with detachment from material association, and which is fixed by the oral reception of Vedanta Shruti, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the Vedanta Shruti, is the only perfect method by which seriously inquisitive student can realize the absolute truth. So here the devotional service practically for all of us is japa. But to get the fixity in japa, we need Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is wrong to say, sometimes these jnanis and yogis, they say, oh, we do very complicated process. Our path is a very complicated path. We are very complex. See, we have lot of methods, process. On the other hand, these fellows, this bhakti, this is meant for less intelligent people. No, usually that which is the topmost is the simplest. You observe this. It's called simplicity in greatness. That's what we find. People who are on the path of greatness, they're usually very simple. That's why they're great. On the other hand, people who are not great, they're not very simple. They are very complicated. Usually the truths in life are also very simple. Complicated means imperfection. Yes. Even in when we're exercising, working out, you're feeling some kind of awkwardness means you're not doing it properly. So that is why it said the path of bhakti is simple for the simple. Right? So devotional service is not meant for the less. In fact, it's meant for the topmost transcendentalist. Look at Shukadev Goswami. Brahmaji, the topmost person. Yes. Shiva, the best of the yogis, called Adi Yogi, the best of yogis. The four Kumaras, the best of Gyanis. Shukadev and four Kumaras, the best of Gyanis. All of them, they are performing bhakti. The great Acharyas, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Imbarka Swami, Vishnu Swami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they all have performed bhakti. They are the ones who are performing pure devotion for us. Let's just check how much is there, how much we can do today and tomorrow. Okay, all right. So this will continue to be continued. Any questions? We'll have some inquiry. That's the purpose of Bhagavad. Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Any kind of inquiry. There's a question in the chat. Every difficulty comes with a hidden blessing. Is it true? If yes, please explain how. I would like to explain this from 2 points of view. I can say 3. One is from practical point of view, second from Shastric point of view, third from Krishna conscious point of view. From practical point of view, if you see, it is the difficult situations which has led to discoveries, inventions, for people to push beyond their limits and have a cause and become great. If you take a materialistic example, there was one small boy, young boy. His bicycle was stolen. Yes. So he entered into a boxing gym and he told the coach, "You teach me boxing." He says, "Why you want to learn boxing?" He was a 12-year-old boy. He said, "So that I'll find the guy who stole my bicycle and beat him." Then he said, "All right, I'll teach you boxing." And that person went on to become Muhammad Ali. Got it. It was a difficult time, simple. Difficult time for him. For a child, bicycle is life. So this is in a very practical sense, when we get difficult times, people grow the most. Either they grow or they collapse. You have 2 options. People who have been thoughtful, they grow. So practically, it is very true. Let's speaking from a karma point of view, karmic point of view. If you look at karma point of view, there are stars that control our lives. There is Maha Rahu Dasha. There is uh, Shani ki Sade Shati, 7.5 years of Shani's influence. All these things are there. So it is said, because I've studied a little bit of astrology, Shani's last few years of Sade Shati, they give a lot of blessings also. Maharahu Dasha's middle, that lasts for 18 years. Actually. But the middle years, few years, 9 years, they give a lot of blessings. So even when there is a curse, there's a blessing. And spiritual point of view, look at everything. Look at Srimad Bhagavatam. Parikshit Maharaj had a difficulty, but there was a great blessing in that difficulty. He heard Srimad Bhagavatam. It was a huge calamity. So difficulty comes hidden blessing. That yes, it's a hidden blessing, but to find out that hidden blessing, you need to be Krishna conscious, or you need to have good consciousness. Without that, we will not be able to make it out. In fact, if we are in ignorance, even when there is a great opportunity, we miss it. We are miserable. If you are in passion, yes, we are only able to see opportunity when it is very obvious. Whereas goodness means even if there's complete chaos, one is able to see the good opportunity. Okay. I will take Devija Prabhu's question and then Manjit.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I do have 2 questions, but I'll ask you one of my questions. Thank you for this class. One of my questions, Prabhuji, is like sometimes when we're doing services and it feels like one has hardly served, even though they might have been doing services back to back. And it's a festival time. They're not being
No. One
worn
minute,
out.
1 minute. I'm not able to hear you. Can you be louder, please?
Could you hear me now, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna?
Yes.
Okay. Prabhuji, I have 2 questions, but I'll ask you just one right now. When doing services, and if one is feeling that they hardly served, even if they served like a full day without being worn out, does this mean that the service was too simple for them and they should strive for something more demanding and challenging because it feels like they did nothing, even though other devotees did say that you served all day? Or is it good to have a balance of simple and challenging services? Because sometimes it feels like you were just having fun and you're not doing service.
The purpose of service is to feel sheltered in Krishna. If I do a service, I need to be aware, oh, I was connected to Lord. It is to feel fulfilled, not to feel fatigued. Fulfillment of the heart is something you experience. I've done a service for, sometimes we get fulfilled even by doing a service for a minute. We have done a service for 1 minute and we have felt really fulfilled. Yes. Because we did it with complete attention, awareness, and absorption. That is the purpose of the service. That's the goal. The goal of service is not that we were tired. We are not tired enough. You wouldn't do any service because you wouldn't get tired. Where are you tired? So that's what people usually. That's a very neophyte understanding of service. The service means your hand should be dirty, your hair should be disheveled, you should be completely perspiring. You should feel as though I want to sleep for the next 10 hours. That's a very, very, very narrow-minded understanding of service. Service gives fulfillment to the heart because you felt connected to Lord during it. And who can say that fulfillment based on what consciousness we have done the service? Was it service or devotional service? When is something devotional service? Something is devotional service when we have done our sadhana and then done the service. Something is devotional service when we have remembered the Lord with complete awareness, or at least aware of the fact that I am engaged in Lord's service. That kind of service is devotional service. So we are here to do devotional service, not laborious service. Okay. So, Manjir Leela Mataji?
Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, wonderful class. I just have a quick, I don't know, I think I need a clarification here. I know we always hear that we should give up the material association. Is my audio clear, Prabhu? Okay. So we always hear that we should give up material association, but then sometimes, we, for example, like, and you just mentioned too, that it destroys our bhakti. So I wanted to ask you, we're always advised to give our association versus taking, materialistic association when we are in the materialistic situation, because we can't completely avoid the materialistic association, especially, like when we have our friends who are in materialistic life before we came to Krishna. We don't just leave them. So instead, we also want to help them come to this platform of Krishna consciousness. So in that case, does that also affect our, even if we are giving our association, does that impact our bhakti, or how should this be taken?
If that way, if we see, then there won't be preaching happening.
Yeah.
Materialist, I will not associate. Then how will preaching happen? But we have to see the output also. I'm investing, our goal of investing, usually in materialistic circles, we invest in relationship because we'll get some returns. Okay, if I help this person now, tomorrow this person will help me. That is why people invest in nothing. This is a fact. People are friends with each other only because I'll scratch your back now, you scratch my back. That is the only purpose. Nothing else. That's the only basis of relationship. On the other hand, why do we maintain spiritual relationship? To make each other Krishna conscious. There is also motive there also. There is an intent we have. But that intention is pure. Why? Because we want to go closer to Krishna. So when we are maintaining a relationship with our old friends, right, we are maintaining it. We might have to maintain that relationship for some material purpose also. But at the same time, let us try our level best to uplift this person to Krishna consciousness. If with our relationship, okay, come to the Janmashtami to the temple. This person never goes to temple, but Janmashtami one time this person has come to temple. Then that relationship is fruitful. Oh, today, please accept this prasad. Please read this book. So that way we invest spiritually. Yes. But again, our time is very limited. Our time is really limited. We can invest spiritually also in those people who are actually showing that interest. Yes, that interest should be there. Sometimes even we preachers are told to discriminate. We have to, because time is limited. Now, as we keep growing in our number of years of practice, we also grow in our responsibility. I'll end with this one point. I'm conscious the time's up. But now I go to one program, and I've been doing this program for 3 years. People are not chanting more than one round. People are not coming to temple. They are not rendering any service. They don't give any donation. 3 years I've been there. On the other hand, there is one program where the people are less, but they've taken up to more chanting. They're coming, started coming to temple. Now that they're also giving donations, everything. Just mentioning two scenarios. They're giving their Lakshmi to Krishna service and growing. Just giving two scenarios. Now my service responsibility has grown, right? And now I will be able. I have to cut one program. Which one to cut?
The one that doesn't start.
Yeah,
Starting up.
where
Okay.
there is, we tried our level best. And now we can, of course, what I would do is I'll tell these guys, I'm doing this program, you come here if you're interested. So really somebody is interested, they might come here. They were not, they were just coming for convenience. Anyway, we have to spend our Sunday afternoon in something. All right, let's just sit through this. It is nice experience. They have not got that seriousness. So best is you watch, okay, pick up gems from here and put here if there are any gems. Okay. Now let them pay the price. Now this program is going to happen in this venue. If you are interested, you come. Got it right. So we have to
Yes.
see like that and spend time with people. I hope you got the principle.
I got the principle. Yes, yes. I do
Yeah.
have a follow-up question. I'll ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because time is very limited. We have our sadhana,
Yes,
we have children, our responsibilities. We have home, we have job, we have services at temple. With this, we try to show compassion to a person who's absolutely not interested. Might be a waste of time. You have to see. Thank you very much. Prabhupada ki Jai, Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Thank you all very much for coming and increasing my enthusiasm.
Jai.
Right.